Guys, we are at a very exciting time and phase of this refit where we can finally start focusing on making things look good.
Yeah, it's time to beautify Uma.
Yes, and the next project that we're going to be working on is what to do in the cockpit, which is something we've been thinking about for the last 3 years. So after a lot of research and a lot of testing, we finally got a decision as to what we want to do in the cockpit, and we've decided to go with teak.
Yeah, so boats need some sort of non-skid on all the surfaces you walk on so that you don't slip around. We've kind of learned the hard way. And sometimes that's, molded into the actual gel coat. Sometimes that's painted on. Sometimes it's some sort of teak or synthetic teak. And it's always a compromise between finding something that's grippy enough that you don't slip around on and smooth enough that it doesn't sandpaper off your butt cheeks when you're sailing, as we've learned. So a couple of weeks ago, we templated everything we're planning to put teak on and sent those templates off to a company in the Netherlands who took our plastic Sharpie templates and have turned it into something absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, and today, guys, we finally received our package in the mail. So we're gonna go and unravel it right now. Our cockpit is gonna look so beautiful.
I'm sitting down.
Wow, you can't even tell that it's not real teak. So we're gonna try to create a bit of shade over the boat because this heat is brutal.
Oh man, guys, this shade is fantastic. We should have done this a long time ago. It's way cooler in here now. The breeze is still coming through. It's a really good way to keep the solar panels cool during the summer.
Isn't it great?
Oh,
Brought you some water.
Thank you.
And I brought you a snack. Oh, yeah,
Super
because, these are gummies.
Like gummy gummies?
What do you mean gummy gummies?
Like gummy gummies.
They're not gummy gummies. So synthetic teak is quite expensive. Luckily, this video is sponsored by Groons. Because we're so busy with this boat, we forget a lot of times to eat lunch or get our daily dose of nutrients inside of our bodies.
Sometimes it's 10 o'clock at night and we're like, have we eaten anything yet today?
And we ended up snacking a lot and a lot of unhealthy stuff. Like popcorn is my absolute favorite, but it's really bad for you. So we've decided to make some healthier choices. And Groons is a comprehensive daily nutrition pack that is filled with tons of vitamins, and it's absolutely delicious. And the best part about them is that you don't just eat one, because who likes to stop after just one?
I'd be so sad if, like normal vitamin gummies, you just eat one. But you want to eat the whole jar.
Yeah.
I'd be so sad if I could only have one of these.
Yeah. So this feels more like a healthy snack because you get to eat the whole bag, which is awesome. Yeah, because growing up, I hated that you had to just take one little gummy per day as your vitamins.
Oh, and Kika is not a vitamin person.
I am not a vitamin person. Give me something I can chew.
Like tiny little Advil,
water.
maybe, but like you bring out those big horse tranquilizers and she looks at those and it takes her a whole liter of water just to swallow one vitamin. It supports gut health, energy, immunity, recovery, beauty, cognition.
Beauty, oh.
Whole food, fruits, vegetables, vitamins, minerals, adaptogens, antioxidants, super mushrooms, gut health probiotics.
Oh, they're also sugar-free. I don't know if we told you that, but at least the one that we had, they have a low sugar version, but we opted for the sugar-free version.
They're like sugar-free, nut-free, gluten-free, vitamin not free.
Not vitamin-free, filled with vitamins, and they're absolutely delicious. So if you want to make sure you stay on top of your daily nutrients, you can go ahead and check out our link in the description below and also the QR code somewhere on the screen. And you can save up to 52%. And guys, this is very rare that we get to snack on something that's so good for you and it tastes delicious.
Can I have more than one bag?
No.
I have like a whole bucket.
We can have one tomorrow.
Okay. I don't want to overdose on gummies. That'd be so sad. They're THC free too, unfortunately.
They're THC free.
They should make a cannabinoid version of it.
They have mushrooms though. The good kind of mushrooms.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's super mushrooms.
It
But they're
depends
not
what
like
you
super
consider good.
mushrooms. They're just like super mushrooms.
There's super good mushrooms, not super mushrooms.
We have a lot of work to do. Now that the pieces of teak are here, we need to bring them all up on deck and test fit everything and make sure everything is perfect before we glue anything down. So it's a lot of fiddly work to do now to get this to be, oh God, I hope they fit.
Perfect.
It's always nerve-wracking when you make a template here and then send it 1,000 miles away for somebody to build something. And then when you get it back, you're like, God, I hope it fits. Well, before we can glue any of these panels down, we just are laying them out, doing a little bit of an initial test fitting and making sure that everything is gonna fit the way we expected it to, and then bezel the edges and sand them down. And then, yeah, we're gonna have to sand all the paint down just a little bit, scuff it up, and then we can start gluing these panels down. So far they fit really well. We did a pretty good job templating. They did a pretty good job building. There's just like little minor tweaks here and there just to make things fit perfectly. This is a deburring tool for the inside of like metal pipes and metal edges, but it works really well for vinyl as well. We've been using it inside the boat too. We'll get into that later. But yeah, this little deburring tool works well because it has the top pivot, so you are always putting it, no matter how you pull, it's always going to be pulling at the exact right angle to put a nice bezel on it. Works great on the PVC decking and vinyl flooring.
I like your bandana.
You like that? It's really freaking hot. I'm just like dripping sweat on everything, so this kind of helps keep that out of the way. All right, so everything is prepped. Everything down here is prepped. Everything up on the boat is prepped. So we are ready to start gluing our teak panels down. We're gonna start with the lazarette hatch because it's not a permanent part of our boat. So if we mess something up, we can just fix it. And it's also the smallest piece we have to glue down. So we're gonna start with the smallest one because we decided to vacuum bag our panels down. It's by far the best way to do it, but it is definitely a bit more work. There's sort of two ways to put synthetic teak decking down. One is to just use a whole bunch of weight. The local contractors here just use buckets of water, but there's a much higher chance to get air bubbles that way because you don't get an even pressure throughout the entire panel. So because we are going to vacuum bag it so that it's absolutely as good as it can be. We asked a few companies around that can do vacuum bagging, and their quotes were about 4 times more expensive than just buying a pump and the supplies ourselves. So a couple of days ago, our new pump arrived, and last night we did a real quick test just to like make sure everything worked, and that turned out pretty well. So it was just a flat panel, but the pump worked, our system worked, we got a good seal. So today we're gonna prep our lazarette lid, and then we are gonna glue our first piece of teak down on top of it and kind of practice on something small so that we have time to figure out how to do everything. But first I need to sand the shiny paint down a bit to give the surface a bit of texture so that the glue and the teak has something to stick to. So we're gonna start with that and then figure out what to do next after. All right, so the top is all nice and scuffed now and clean. So we moved back inside where it's a little bit cooler and out of the sun. It's still pretty hot outside, so doing this outside isn't a very good idea, even though it is such a small panel. So yeah, we're gonna prep the lazarette lid now, put some tape around it, and then lay out some strips of butyl around the perimeter, which is what the bag is gonna get stuck down onto, then glue it down. I think we're ready. Are you ready? I think we're ready. This is butyl tape. A lot of people use it to seal deck hardware. We find it's not very good for that, but what it is very good for is sealing this plastic on top of a vacuum form. And you stick the plastic onto it. It's very, very sticky, and it's very, very gummy, and it stays sticky, and it creates a very good seal. We added some masking tape underneath it because this stuff is so sticky. The masking tape is much easier to take off. So the theory is when it's time to remove all this plastic and tape, it's gonna come off easier than if we were just using this butyl fresh on the paint. If we're gonna do like vacuum infusion and we needed a much better, higher quality vacuum, we probably wouldn't do this, but since it's just vacuum bagging, it's just a big clamp, this will be fine. So we're gonna put this on top of the masking tape. So it's just gonna be much easier to take back off later. All right, time to mix some glue. We're using a 2-part Bostik, specifically designed for this project. And it mixes 16:1 by weight. So we're gonna use the scale to make sure we get that proportion perfect, especially because we only need a tiny little bit of it. $351, good enough. Sweet. So one thing Zori recommended that we do is to put a bead of the same sealant that we're going to be using for the cosmetic parts of the install around the perimeter. So when we vacuum bag it, if anything oozes out, it will be the same black caulking that's going to go around the perimeter anyway, and not the glue, especially because this stuff's much easier to sand. If the glue comes out and then 24 hours after the bag comes off, it'll be much harder to get the glue off because it's a lot more permanent than this flexible sealant is. And we're using Sika 295 UV. It's what's available locally, and it works really well for exactly this. The other thing it does is it actually creates a nice waterproof seal, so no water can get in underneath the teak because the teak has some grooves in the bottom of it that help it get glued down. If water gets underneath there and then it freezes, or I don't know, it could get dirty. So it kind of puts a waterproof seal around the perimeter as well, so that also helps. All right, it's time to bag it.
Well, it's time to put the thing on.
Oh yeah, that's true.
You just like start bagging the glue.
We have to put it on first. It's over here. Recess to it. This one. Okay, that looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. All right. Now that it's on, we're gonna put the piece of MDF on, which will help press this very flat so there's not any weird textures in it. And then we can put the bag over top and start pulling a vacuum on this thing. Yeah, okay, MDF. It says Laz.
That's all you know.
That's how you know it's for the Laz. This is like a felt sort of breathing fabric that helps the vacuum fitting not get sucked down and not be able to pull any air through. We're also probably not needed on a panel this small, but just because this is our test, we want to kind of make sure that we're doing everything the same way we're going to be doing it inside. We're going to be laying down a rope on top of this, which also helps distribute the air from the sides into the vacuum fitting, and also applies sort of like a clamping pressure down to distribute that force a little bit more evenly. On a panel this small, it's probably not needed, but we will be doing it up there, so we're going to do it here too. Cool. Time to bag it. Gloves are coming off. Ooh, where did that plastic come from?
Magic.
Magic. So now...
Is this a special plastic?
Yeah, so there are different types of plastic to use for vacuum bagging materials. This one's specifically designed for vacuum bagging when you're using it as a clamp, not necessarily for vacuum infusion. Some stretch more than others. This one's not very stretchy at all, but this is the one that's available. This is the one we got. We are gonna have to put some pleats in the corners, which would make things a little bit more complicated than our test piece last night, which was just flat. I'm gonna start in the middle. Luckily, the pot life on this glue is about 2.5 hours, so we do have some time. Okay, start right there. Okay. Shouldn't start to go uphill here. I think we've got a decent bag on there. It's probably not great, but it is sort of our first time. The point of all of this is to create as airtight as possible an envelope around the thing that we're trying to clamp, so that when we hook the vacuum pump onto it, it sucks it down, and it sucks it down good and tight. So there's kind of only one way to find out if what we did worked, and that's to hook the vacuum pump up. So I put the half the port in already, and I can put this half of the port in through the plastic. And then click this on here. And then turn it on, watch the air go down, and then see if we have any leaks. Should be quick because it's relatively small. Nice. We got some leaks somewhere though. Check the corners. This corner got messy.
There it is.
There we go. Done. We've got a little vacuum gauge here, pretty basic little propeller that spins if air is moving by it, and it's not moving, which means this is a perfect vacuum. So we're gonna let this sit for 24 hours and then peel it off and see how we did. And if it's good, we can go start gluing the rest of the boat. But that's it for now. We're just gonna let it sit here for a while. That was quick and painless.
All right, guys. Moment of truth.
It's held a really good vacuum all night, and now it's time to release.
All right, are you ready to turn it off?
I'm excited to turn this pump off. It's loud. See how long it takes for it to like. Oh, that's good.
Is it supposed to release?
If you have a non-perfect vacuum, but like still vacuumed. There you go.
Nice.
It's like Christmas. I think it's fine.
And the big reveal.
Sweet. Oh, that MDF is a sweet trick. Because this is like individual pieces of synthetic teak, they each have a little bit of texture to them because of how it's glued together. But then when you put the MDF on and glue it down, like this is
really
perfectly flat.
There's a bit of like
Squeeze out?
caulking on the...
Yeah, but that's why we use the caulking inside, right? So that if there is squeeze out, it's going to be what we go around the perimeter with anyway.
Right.
So maybe we clean it up a little bit and then we put our bead of actual
edge
caulking on. That's the back one, right? Yeah.
Guys, this looks
really good.
This looks so good.
I like it.
Wow.
It's really flat.
Oh, I'm so excited to do this for the rest of the boat.
It looks really good. It's like the perfect color too, because it's like, it's you can still tell it's teak and it looks like real teak, but it's like just weathered before it gets moldy.
I
Sweet.
love it. Okay.
Let's put a bead of caulking around it. I'd test that too, and then I think we're ready to go start installing the rest of it on board.
I think so
this
too.
went really well.
I am excited.
This looks so good.
This looks really good. Nice. Okay, so we'll remove the tape next. Very delicately. We found that removing the tape while the caulking is still wet is so much better than trying to wait till it dries out and then try to peel it off and then have to slice everything. This way is just perfect. Woo. Okay.
That looks really good.
It looks amazing. Just a little. Yeah. Nice. This was relatively easy.
Well, it's
You
the
ready?
smallest, easiest, squarest version. You
You ready to do the rest?
Yeah, get started.
Let's go.
All right, well, the sun literally just set, so it's finally starting to cool down enough that we can actually do this. So I'm mixing up the glue, and then we're gonna start with a couple easy ones, see how that goes, and then try to tackle some of the more complicated ones. We're hoping to get the whole cockpit glued down tonight.
There you go. Accidentally.
Cool. All right.
Okay,
Shall we do that one?
next.
Yeah.
It's like a weird one, but. Oh yeah. On the slower side. There you go. Here.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, is it still sucking?
It is almost midnight, and we've gotten 3 pieces down. We just spent way too long trying to get this back piece down. It's the most complicated. It has the most weird corners and angles and everything. And when we hooked up the vacuum, it had quite a few leaks just because it's like just so many edges. It's all edges. But we got it sealed up enough that it's clamping down enough that nothing moves. Like it's got enough force to hold it down. But we're worried that if we start adding more vacuums, then if each one has a little bit of a leak, then that one is going to lose vacuum even more. So I think we're just going to call it. It's late and it's good. We haven't actually screwed anything up, so we're going to call it. So we'll see you guys in the morning. See me in the morning. Will I see you in the morning? Will you see me in the morning? Will there be a morning? What if there is no morning? Oh, I can't even see straight anymore.
Tomorrow? There wasn't one today. All right, guys, day 2. Everything we did yesterday looks amazing still. And now that the sun is set, we're going to try and finish the cockpit tonight. It's better to work after the sun sets because it's cooler. We don't have to worry about anything curing or kicking or drying too fast. We can take our time and it has all night to settle. So we have a lot to do today. What do you think?
I wish we did this 3 months ago, 6 months ago when it was cooler. But these things take time. Yeah, we did 2 easy panels and 1 really, really hard panel last night. And today we're gonna do 2 easy panels and 1 medium panel. So hopefully it doesn't take us till midnight because we're like seasoned professionals now. Yeah, but the vacuums held really, really well last night. Everything's held really tight, so we know that at least the first 3 panels that we did are gonna be good. Yeah.
The little pump is
Little pump's just screaming away down here.
ready?
Yeah, I think we're gonna start with the tiller one, for the aft one, because it has these wings on the side that are gonna be a little tricky. And then we're probably gonna do this cockpit seat, and we're gonna end with the cabin sole, because we can walk around on it, and then we'll do it at the very end. But everything's already butylled and masked, so we just need to wipe it with alcohol one more time, and then get to laying.
Yep.
Got it.
Yeah, and then you kind of like, that's kind of halfway, so you kind of.
That's true. I mean, it could just be like this.
And then when we do that, yeah,
You can just go
bring in there.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be tricky. Okay.
Untwist it. Yep. Okay.
Okay. Good.
Mm-hmm. So far, so good. Perfect. I'm so excited to sit on this.
I know.
Sailing, I'm sure.
the only place that I hear, so I'm just gonna. Or just here.
Just here.
Want me to put the bucket?
And drop it. There you go. You could open it more.
More?
Yeah, full separate.
Should I open it entirely?
Yeah.
Here, get that here somewhere. Ah!
Good chef. I don't even want to know what time it is.
Oh,
my
we're
God.
done.
Good shit. Good work.
This is good. We're finished.
The
We
cockpit.
finished the cockpit. Well, minus the lids, but
Yeah, but those will do
cockpit's done.
somewhere else.
And it's midnight.
I think it's past midnight.
Let me see.
These ones aren't pulling a perfect vacuum, but they're definitely pulling enough that it's gonna.
Ah! It's 12:12.
Oh my gosh.
12.
Oh
Cool.
my gosh.
Well, I'm excited. We're gonna let this sit for 24 hours, and
I'm
then
so ready for sleep.
I'm so excited to peel this off
Oh, me too. It's gonna look so
in
good.
like 24 hours. All right. I think the camera is
1 minute
pretty
left.
much done. So
I like it.
Whew.
Good shit. Thanks for the hard work.
yeah, man, that
I'm
was.
glad this is so far worked out. This one's still good. Cool. And this one's still good.
Yeah.
Cool.
We
We need
said
to
we'd
get
do it.
better at our pleating. like this is
Have, like,
functional.
balls of.
This is functional vacuum backing, but it ain't birdie. This is tight.
That's what matters in the end, that it works. So, mission successful.
Yeah.
All right. Good night.
Well, we just switched off the vacuum pump after running for 2 days. And everything in the cockpit is good and glued down. So we can pull the bags off, pull all the tape off, and we can move the vacuum pump out onto deck for the next half of this project. Yeah, this is going to be kind of glued at the front. Nice.
Yeah. Feels awesome.
Nice. Seal up around the edges and call it a day. I know you're worried about it, but it's
All right, guys, everything is done. We also glued down the side decks, which turned out amazing, and put the section on the bow, which is going to be nice to protect from all the rope and chafe and slime lines and dirty anchor chain coming on board and everything like that. It also means now that the teak is down, we're able to bolt on our cleats and our chocks and some of the other deck hardware. So Uma's starting to look really, really good. The only piece left to put on is the lazarette hatch, and this project's going to be complete.
Well,
This is pretty sweet.
This is pretty sweet. Oh, I'm so excited to be sailing.
This little like extra bench we made back here is gonna be nice too. So when we're like down here with like the cushion behind, we could just be here. Oh, it's gonna be so nice.
So nice. Also, little spoiler alert. This is we're working on our tiller.
Mm-hmm.
But
That's
you're
work
not
in
gonna get to
progress.
see that just yet. But oh my God,
We've got our
this
stern winches on. We've got the cleats on, chocks on. There's a couple of places we need to go around and kind of like clean up and sand up the edges of the caulking.
Yeah, because we caulked we caulked around the edges of all the teak section as well. So it's also sealed.
And we also caulked around the edges of the solar panels at the same time. That was the reason we didn't do it before, is because we knew there was going to be teak butting up against the solar, and we wanted to make sure we had the right gap there, and then we filled those with sealant as well. So everything on deck is all sealed up, and yeah, a couple of little things left to do. We've got to install our main winches, maybe some trim here, build a tiller, add the latches to the cockpit lids, add the gaskets to make them watertight. But in general, the outside of Uma's getting real close to being done. Yeah. There's nothing major left. It's all handrails and wiring and lights and stuff. So it's pretty nice. She's looking real good.
Yeah, which means that we can start reattacking the interior next.
There's still quite a bit to do in there.
Mission successful. I'm glad that everything fits absolutely perfectly.
Yeah. We had some like very, very minor trimming to do, just adding a little bit of radius here or there, but overall everything fit well. It all glued down really well. Everything's perfectly flat. The caulking around the edges worked out well. The spacing's well. I mean, it turned out so well. It looks absolutely fantastic.
Cool.
Yeah. All right. We'll see you guys next week. We're going to start tackling the interior.
We have a really cool announcement coming up next week too.
That's true.
You don't want to miss that one.
Kind of going to spill the beans on the whole reason we actually are doing this rebuild.
Yeah.
So that's going to be exciting.
Don't miss it, and we'll see you next week. Cheerios. What?
Can I do peace signs with my...
Oh, can we double? 1, 2, 3.
That's pretty good.
High five for high fiving perfectly.
Oh, we missed. That was terrible.
Can we quadruple it? Oh, okay. This is 3, 2, 1.